Munster. Are you looking at Mrs. Kelly doing her deep knee bends again?
Nothing of the kind, dear. Oh, and I would suggest, for your safety, that you, Marilyn, and Eddie go to the movies.
What?
Some irregularities in conduct have cropped up in your gigolo star boarder, Chester.
Yeah, the bum's a crook.
What are you two talking about?
Lily, dear, there's going to be a showdown between the forces of virtue and the forces of sin, just like in Dick Tracy.
Hey, everybody, Spot's been chasing cars again. And he's eating a little Italian sports job out in the front yard. And the guy who was driving it is really mad.
Eddie, you go down and tell Spot that if he eats any more cars, we'll rub his nose in the transmission.
Eddie, never mind that, son. I'm counting on you to take the women folk away from the house before the showdown.
What's Dad talking about, Mom?
Your father and Grandpa have some silly notion that Chester is some kind of gangster or something.
Precisely right, a gangster, and that's why you want to run away with him. I'm just a plain ordinary guy, but he's different, thrilling, dangerous. And you want to be his gun molly.
You are just plain jealous. Come along, Eddie, Marilyn. We're going shopping. Herman, I'm sick and tired of you doubting my love. Jealousy has turned you into a suspicious and mistrusting creature.
You're perfectly welcome, Mr. Leonard. I was happy to give you this timely warning.
Hey, that was that goofball Munster on the phone. Must have rented his room to a cop who's been spying on our operation. Huh. Munster thinks he's a crook trying to get a hold of our furs. Boys, we gotta stop packing up and get out of here in a hurry. On the double.
Oh, Herman, this time I've outdone myself. I've created the perfect trap here to nab that dirty crook Chester. Now, first I show Chester a card trick. Very cleverly, I get Chester to select the card with the cord attached to it. Now, when the cord is pulled, this activates the blowtorch. Come on. Through the rope, holding the battle axe.
What battle axe?
That battle. Here's where the anvil comes in.
What anvil?
That anvil.
I don't think you have all the bugs worked out of your crook trap yet.
No, Herman, you ninny, you were standing in the wrong place. The anvil hits the couch, which sends it flying into the air like a seesaw, sending Chester flying through the air, down the trapdoor into the dungeon where you were waiting.
Oh, goody. Goody, 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 goody. And then once we get him tied up down there, you know what I'm going to do?
What?
I'm going to talk mean to him.
Will you pipe down? Now let's reset the trap.
Oh, boy, this is going to be real, boss. That's going to be Chester now, and we're going to catch him in our crook trap. I wish Lily was here to see us in action.
Will you cool it? You're going to blow the whole setup. Hello, Chester. Come right in. Come right in.
Hello, Grandpa.
Very nice seeing you. I know you're tired. You come home from work. Sit right down here. Oh, yes, I've got a little card trick I'd like to show you.
Well, I think I've got to get to my room, Grandpa.
Chester, you can't...
Chester, please. You wouldn't deny an old man now, would you? Go ahead. Pick a card.
All right, Grandpa. I'll pick a card.
Oh, boy, is he going to get it?
Bullseye, Grandpa.
Okay, how does that grab you? You dirty crook, Chester.
Herman, don't bug Chester. He's gonna be tied up down there for a while.
Just think of us, Grandpa. Heroes on the side of law and justice.
Now we call the police and turn him in.
Maybe we'll get a reward and everything. What if it's Lily? Wouldn't it be groovy to tell her that her Prince Charming is nothing but a rat-fink crook? Hello, Lily? Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I thought you were my wife. No, I'm sorry. I must have the wrong number. I don't know of any Lieutenant Skinner.
Skinner? Skinner? That name sounds familiar. Isn't that the last name of our starboarder?
I think you're right. But Lieutenant Skinner? Oh, I know. Maybe he's lieutenant in the Air Force or something.
No, it's not the up-in-the-air type.
Well, could he be a lieutenant in the Salvation Army? Lieutenant Governor?
Don't be silly.
Well, the only other kind of lieutenants are...
Police lieutenants.
Police lieutenants. You know something, Grandpa? If you were a cowboy, I'd say you just said a very discouraging word. Oh, hi, dear.
Herman, what's going on? You have a funny look in your eye.
Well, dear, Grandpa and I have something to tell you.
Well, what is it?
Tell her, Grandpa.
Not for $1 million.
Uncle Herman, what is it?
We have a cop tied up in the dungeon.
What cop?
Our starboarder, Chester.
Oh, no.
What are we going to do about it, Lily?
Well, I don't know what you're going to do, but I'm going down and untie that poor man. And then I'm going to try to explain to him that you are nothing but a dumb, stupid, foolish, knot-headed nitwit.
Oh, and dear, if you have any trouble convincing him, I'll come right down and help you.
One lump or two.
Oh, one, please.
You see, my husband had no idea that you were a police officer. I do hope you'll forgive him.
Well, I'd like to, but after all, he did let that fellow Leonard get away. He and his gang are some of the biggest fences in the country.
Yoo-hoo! We're home!
Oh, Herman, what have you done now?
We've captured the fur thieves.
That's Leonard and one of his boys. How did you do it?
Just use the old noodle. You see, the other day, our pet, Spot, stole the bumper off Mr. Leonard's car. I just let him sniff it and told him to go fetch, and good old Spot nailed their car before it got halfway down the block.
Well, that's great. It's too bad you couldn't nab the other two, though.
Oh, I think you'll find the Spot's detaining them right outside.
Take a look out here.
Good boy, Spot.
Well, as they say on Perry Mason, I guess that wraps up another case.